The first meal of the day holds a power many people underestimate, especially for men over 60 who want to improve their circulation and overall vitality. Morning is the time when the body is like a blank canvas, waiting to be painted with the nutrients and choices that will shape the hours ahead. Overnight, while you sleep, your body fasts. Your digestive system rests, and your energy stores are used to repair and restore tissues. When you wake up, your metabolism is eager for direction. What you place on your plate in those early hours signals your blood vessels, hormones, and energy pathways, setting the tone for how effectively blood will flow throughout the day. After 60, the body's response to food becomes more sensitive. Blood sugar levels may rise more easily, and insulin may not work as efficiently as it once did. This means that choosing refined, sugary, or processed foods in the morning can immediately lead to sluggish circulation, inflammation, and energy crashes. On the other hand, selecting nutrient-rich foods can awaken your blood vessels, enhance nitric oxide production, and spark better blood flow. The morning meal becomes more than just breakfast. It becomes a tool, a daily opportunity to fuel vitality and restore strength where age may have taken some away. Circulation is directly tied to what you eat when the day begins. Foods that contain antioxidants, polyphenols, and natural nitrates can have an immediate effect on the flexibility of blood vessels. Think of the arteries like flexible pipes after a night of rest. They may be a little stiff, waiting for a signal to open up. A well-chosen morning meal delivers that signal. It doesn't just provide calories, it influences the way your vessels expand, how efficiently your blood moves, and even how much oxygen reaches the smallest capillaries in your body. That means sharper focus, steadier energy, and stronger confidence in your physical performance. Morning nutrition also plays a crucial role in balancing hormones that affect blood flow. Cortisol, the stress hormone, peaks naturally in the early hours. If combined with a poor quality meal, it can contribute to high blood pressure and vessel constriction. But when the body is given whole foods rich in fiber, lean protein, and natural compounds that encourage relaxation of blood vessels, cortisol's effects are balanced and stress on the vascular system is reduced. This creates a smoother, calmer start to the day, which translates into more consistent circulation down there, as well as throughout the body. One often overlooked aspect of the morning meal is hydration. After hours of sleep, the body is slightly dehydrated and blood tends to be thicker. Thickened blood flows more sluggishly, making it harder to reach narrow vessels in delicate regions. Drinking water or including hydrating foods as part of breakfast thins the blood naturally and encourages smoother circulation. This simple act can significantly improve energy and vascular health. The timing of the morning meal also matters. Delaying breakfast too long can cause dips in blood sugar, which trigger stress hormones and make the blood vessels constrict. Eating too quickly or choosing heavy, greasy options floods the system with fats that can impair blood flow. But when the meal is timed within the first couple of hours of waking, it fuels the body at the precise moment it needs support. This synchronization between your internal clock and your nutrition is a powerful way to enhance circulation every single day. At 60 and beyond, metabolism slows, and the body doesn't process food as efficiently as in younger years. That makes the quality of the morning meal even more important. Empty calories from white bread, sugary cereals, or pastries not only fail to provide what the body needs but also burden the circulatory system with inflammation and oxidative stress. In contrast, foods with vitamins, minerals, and natural compounds act like medicine, repairing vessel walls and signaling them to open wider. A consistent choice of the right morning foods becomes like daily training for your vascular system, keeping it resilient even in the face of aging. The link between breakfast and circulation extends far beyond energy and digestion. The foods chosen in those first hours also influence the body's ability to create nitric oxide, the molecule that relaxes blood vessels. Leafy greens, berries, and certain seeds are prime examples of foods that can elevate nitric oxide levels after 60. A small addition of these in the morning can create ripple effects all day long. from mental clarity to improved stamina and more reliable performance in moments of intimacy. Every morning presents an opportunity to either strengthen or weaken circulation. When men begin to see breakfast not as a habit but as a strategy, their perspective changes. They understand that a plate of food can be the difference between feeling sluggish or energized, between struggling with confidence or reclaiming it. By deliberately choosing foods that enhance circulation, they stack the odds in their favor and use the morning as a launch pad for better blood flow. When it comes to improving circulation after 60, one of the most important factors lies in the nutrients that directly interact with the blood vessels and cardiovascular system. The body depends on certain compounds not just for energy but for the ability of arteries to remain flexible, responsive, and open to the flow of blood. These nutrients act almost like keys, unlocking pathways that otherwise remain sluggish or restricted with age. By understanding what they are and how they work, it becomes easier to see how food choices can shape daily vitality and restore confidence where it matters most. Nitric oxide is at the center of this story. This natural gas molecule signals blood vessels to relax and expand, allowing blood to travel more smoothly through even the tiniest capillaries. Without adequate nitric oxide, vessels stay stiff, circulation slows, and performance declines. The body produces nitric oxide from certain amino acids like L-arginine and L-citrulline, both of which are found in everyday foods. Seeds, nuts, watermelon, and legumes are excellent sources that provide the raw materials for this essential process. When consumed regularly, these nutrients help restore the efficiency of nitric oxide production, keeping blood flow steady and reliable. Antioxidants are another category of nutrients with profound effects on circulation. Over time, oxidative stress wears down the lining of blood vessels, leaving them vulnerable to stiffness and dysfunction. Antioxidants from foods like berries, pomegranates, and dark leafy greens act as a shield, neutralizing the free radicals that cause this damage. Beyond protection, they also improve the bioavailability of nitric oxide, which means the body can use it more effectively. This combination of protecting vessel walls and amplifying nitric oxide makes antioxidants one of the most powerful allies in the fight for healthy circulation. Omega-3 fatty acids found in fatty fish, flax seeds, and walnuts deserve special attention as well. These essential fats reduce inflammation within the arteries, lowering the chance of plaque buildup that narrows blood flow. They also improve the elasticity of blood vessels, making them more capable of expanding when needed. For men over 60, this is vital because inflamed, rigid arteries often stand in the way of healthy circulation. By including omega-3s in the daily diet, blood becomes less sticky, arteries become more flexible, and circulation improves in a natural, sustained way. Magnesium is another nutrient often overlooked, yet it plays a direct role in blood vessel function. This mineral helps regulate muscle contractions, including the smooth muscles that line arteries. Without enough magnesium, vessels may remain too tight, restricting circulation. Foods rich in magnesium, such as spinach, pumpkin seeds, and almonds, can ease this tension and allow smoother blood flow. For older men whose dietary intake of magnesium often falls short, paying attention to this mineral can make a measurable difference in vascular health. Polyphenols, natural compounds found in foods like cocoa, green tea, and grapes, also have a powerful influence on circulation. They enhance nitric oxide production, protect vessels from oxidative stress, and improve overall blood flow. In fact, research has shown that polyphenols can increase endothelial function, which is the ability of blood vessels to dilate properly. This means that enjoying a small square of dark chocolate or a cup of green tea in the morning is not just a pleasure. It can actively contribute to better circulation. Another critical nutrient group includes B vitamins, particularly folate B6 and B12. These vitamins help regulate homocysteine, an amino acid that, when elevated, can damage blood vessels and impair circulation. By keeping homocysteine levels under control, B vitamins protect the arteries and support smoother blood flow. Whole grains, legumes, and leafy greens provide these essential vitamins, making them valuable additions to the daily diet for men aiming to boost circulation after 60. The interaction of these nutrients is what creates the strongest effect. It is not about relying on a single food or supplement, but rather combining a variety of nutrient-rich foods that work together. For example, pairing foods high in vitamin C with those containing plant-based nitrates can dramatically enhance nitric oxide production. Vitamin C stabilizes nitric oxide molecules, preventing them from breaking down too quickly, while the nitrates provide the building blocks. Together, they create a powerful synergy that keeps blood vessels relaxed and circulation flowing freely. It is also important to recognize that deficiency in any of these key nutrients can accelerate circulatory decline. Skipping meals, relying heavily on processed foods, or neglecting fruits and vegetables leaves the body without the tools it needs to maintain healthy vessels. Over time, the absence of these nutrients compounds the effects of aging, making it harder to restore function. On the other hand, a conscious effort to prioritize nutrient-dense foods provides the body with daily reinforcement, almost like tuning an instrument to ensure it performs at its best. Focusing on key nutrients is not simply about avoiding problems. It is about unlocking greater energy, sharper focus, and stronger performance. When the blood flows freely, the body feels lighter, the mind clearer, and confidence stronger. Each bite of food chosen with circulation in mind becomes an investment in vitality. For men over 60, this awareness transforms eating from a routine habit into a deliberate act of self-care and restoration, proving that nourishment is one of the most powerful ways to keep the body vibrant and youthful. Men over 60 often ask me, what's one simple thing I can do every morning to support my energy, vitality, and yes, even blood flow down there? The truth is, circulation plays a huge role not just in performance, but in overall health. And while many people turn to medications or quick fixes, your daily habits, especially what you eat in the morning, can make a tremendous difference. Today, I'll share with you exactly what science shows about foods that naturally improve blood flow, protect your heart, and support healthy function as you age. It's simple, it's natural, and it's something you can start doing tomorrow morning. As men cross the age of 60, their bodies begin to reveal silent changes that often go unnoticed until they start to interfere with daily life. One of the most important yet overlooked shifts happens within the circulatory system. Blood vessels that once expanded easily now begin to stiffen. The lining of those vessels, known as the endothelium, may not release nitric oxide as effectively as before. This tiny molecule is essential because it signals the blood vessels to relax, allowing blood to flow freely to every part of the body, including areas that men rely on for intimacy and confidence. Without this smooth communication between the vessels and nitric oxide, circulation slows and performance begins to decline. At 60 and beyond, many men are also dealing with an accumulation of plaque within their arteries. Years of exposure to processed foods, smoking, stress, and sedentary habits can leave behind cholesterol deposits that narrow the passageways. Even if these blockages aren't severe enough to cause heart pain, they can still reduce blood delivery to the smaller vessels, particularly those supplying the pelvic region. Since those blood vessels are much narrower than the ones feeding the heart, they are often the first to show signs of trouble. This is why circulation, down there, is sometimes one of the earliest indicators of vascular problems. Another layer to this story is hormonal change. Testosterone levels gradually decline with age, and although this hormone is not the only factor in sexual health, it plays a role in maintaining muscle tone in the blood vessels and promoting the drive for intimacy. When testosterone falls while circulation is already compromised, the effects become more pronounced. Energy levels drop, recovery slows, and the sensation of vitality feels harder to capture. It's not just about aging, it's about how the body's interconnected systems gradually lose their youthful efficiency. Lifestyle choices over decades contribute significantly to the state of circulation at this stage. A diet lacking in fresh fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins can deprive the vessels of the antioxidants they need to stay flexible. Oxidative stress and chronic inflammation act like a slow rusting process inside the arteries, gradually weakening their ability to expand and contract. Add in